Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Jamaica Politics Uncovered. You are going to get two live broadcasts tonight, guys. This is the first of two. I'm going to broadcast this first one for 1 hour, and then I'm going to start the next broadcast for another hour. So we're here for 2 hours tonight, guys. Thank you for joining. New subscribers, welcome to the channel. Returning subscribers, welcome back. Guys, I'm going to show you a video of Melissa Silvera and her mother and family and friends celebrating Leslene's last birthday. Today is Leslene's birthday, March 21st. And I'm going to show you guys that video and just do like a little remembrance for Melissa and her mother. As you guys know, Melissa died just 6 months after her mother. So please give the live a thumbs up and share it with someone. The phone lines over here are open, guys. That's the contact phone number via WhatsApp. That is the email. So let me see who is here so far. Today is Leslene's birthday. Leslene passed away last year after her birthday. And Melissa died just 6 months later. So let's see. Good evening, Janelle. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being back. How are you? Hope all is well. Yes, so guys, wanna know the situation and what them do, Melissa. Wanna know say these people, them take out Melissa and come tell we say she dead in her sleep from natural cause, aneurysm and all kind of something. And when you check it out, we know what they do her. You understand, guys? So we cannot stop talking about this lady and what they did. These people, guys, there is a special room for them when Judgment Day is called. Remember me telling you. Good night, Sonia. Thank you for being here. SMK, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Tomorrow's your birthday. Let me see. Okay, tomorrow's your birthday, March 22nd. Happy birthday when it comes. Yeah, man. So the last birthday, Melissa made sure that she celebrated her mom. And by that time, everybody did know say Leslene was battling cancer. She was ill. And you can just see, to me, guys, when I watch it, my heart really feel away because there's all these people. Her daughter throw her birthday party, and then you have her grandkids, the friends and family in the room, and it was kind of like the way that people were interacting with her. It was like a farewell kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? At least that's how it came off to me. Or it could have just also been a birthday party where people are admiring her and her courage and the fortitude that she demonstrated as she was going through and battling her illness. You understand, guys? So, and I even see my lawyer there. I didn't even know that my lawyer knew Leslie like that. I soon call him and tell him, say, I see me, so, but I just wanted to share it with you guys and, show you. It's very short. It's a very short clip, you know. Okay, Janelle, thank you. And guys, thank you for engaging last night in the program. Got a lot of feedback on it yesterday. Could not have done it without you guys and with your interaction. Those of us who agree and don't agree, that's okay. I'm the one who sent you the video on WhatsApp group chat showing teddy bear at the Juliet owners. Oh, thank you. Lord Jesus. Me glad they said it coming out because now me know. That's frightening. but I was able to use it in one of my uploads. So thank you for that. So, boy, may I tell you now, this situation here with Melissa, it is so sad. Her dear mother. There's a thing, guys, called anticipated grief, right? I don't know if anybody has ever experienced anticipated grief. It's like when you know that somebody is terminally ill, they don't have much time left, or they have a debilitating condition where you just know that their their life is going to be cut short due to this illness. And it's very stressful because you want to spend as much time with a person as possible, but at the same time there's that anticipatory grief hanging over your head, and you could never be prepared for it, because when the time comes when the person pass away, it's like you were never anticipating the grief, because it's like nobody can ever anticipate or prepare for something like that. So when we look at now and see Melissa's interaction with her mother, and all the friends and family came there to support, and she made it look so easy. You know what I mean? I mean, you're around your mother, your mother has a terminal illness, your mom is aging, she doesn't have a lot of time left. And so you do what you can, you do what you're supposed to do to make sure, say, her final days and her final moments, they're remembered. Say no matter who we are or our fate is, we can never prepare for the departure. We might think we can, guys, but I see this all the time where, you might be content even when you know that it's time, or time is approaching. You may be content, but it's a hard thing to go through. And Melissa is stuck by her mom, and I imagine they're both experiencing this end of life kind of inevitable, because we all have to go through it. Some of you may have already gone through it with loved ones, but with this end of life situation, she's going through it, she and her mom, and they do it with such grace, you know. So when I look at them both and I see the love and the connection and the attachment between them as mother and daughter, it just really, it's really touching. You know what I mean? So for those of you who don't know, guys, this is Melissa's mom, Leslene. Leslene has been around for a long time. She's done some great things. She has been a prominent force in the politics, social life in Jamaica, in development. She was the one who introduced textile to Jamaica. Remember Free Zone and them something there? She helped tremendously with the PNP's victory in 1972, and so she was a friend and a family member of the PNP. And everybody knew her daughter. All of them who you said about now, them coming at PNP come see Melissa. Whether she was still in high school in Jamaica, or she was in Virginia in college, or she came back home after she completed college, they all know her. And to see the way that they have dealt with this woman's death, how they have been dismissive, how they try to cover it up, how they try to not talk about it, how they have failed to dismiss the man who him gun kill her. They failed to expel him from the party. And to see all of that, it is quite sad. But we over here, we're not going to stop calling for justice for Melissa. We are going to continue to say that the way that she died, and the people within the PNP who all showed up at her crime scene, some of them assisted this man clean up They're no good. And we're going to forever say that over here. As long as we're saying justice for Melissa, we'll never stop. We'll hold these people accountable. Now, let me let you guys see the video of Leslene's last birthday party.
I don't think he's gonna eat it.
Yeah, guys, so that was Leslie's last birthday party in 2023, where Melissa got everybody together and made sure that they came and, celebrated the life of Leslene. And as you can see, PJ Patterson was there. Like I said, I saw my lawyer there. I'm not going to call his name, but see him in the video. And Melissa and her kids, of course, and the man who is now in custody for what happened to her. You can just see the genuine love and support that the people had for Leslene, And boy, that woman would have been so sad. I don't know if they would have done that to Melissa if Leslene was still alive. But Leslene would have been so sad to lose her dear daughter in that manner. And knowing that her time, her end of life was approaching, and her grandkids would be left on the mercy of the world without their mother. You see, these people who take out Melissa, they don't know what they've done, As Liz would say, my correspondent in Kingston, as Liz would often say, they're psychopaths. They don't have normal human emotions. They don't care. Good night, Marva. They don't care. They don't think about the magnitude of the damage that they have done to this woman. Her kids. How can you see a woman raising small children like those and take her out in that manner? And when they take her out, them leave her there for dead. Her son go find her. For sure, all them people are disordered. Our little boy go find her. After what they did to her. Traumatized for the rest of his life. It may get better, but he'll never forget that moment. He will never forget that scene of his mother. Nobody should ever have to go through that. We not stop talking about Melissa. We can't stop talking about it, not until we hear the word guilty. She have to get justice. No doubt about that. So she She played an important role in her mother's life, you know. When you have a loved one who get a diagnosis and they are, you know, at the end of the rope with their diagnosis, terminally, it's hard. So can you imagine a woman, Melissa? She and her mother were close. Her mother did everything grow her good. Dear with her, dear for her, dear by her. She have her kids I deal with. She have her own personal thing I deal with, and she has this terminally ill mother dealing with. And she can manage to be a good mother and all of that and still putting a party together, you know, for her mother. And it takes a lot of emotional intelligence and, you know, a lot of courage. Takes a lot of strength to deal with that. And she managed to do it. And when you go through stuff like that and you survive it, you tell this world and you tell yourself there's nothing that you cannot overcome or you cannot conquer. How is it? How on God's earth did Melissa, after going through all of that, probably didn't even finish going through her bereavement after the loss of her mother? Now, how is it that Melissa, just 6 months later, after the passing of her mom, how did Melissa end up in a casket? You can see the shock. If you guys watch the funeral, you could see the shock on the faces of the people in attendance. They're all bewildered because a lot of them were at the funeral of Leslene barely 6 months ago. Barely 6 months ago. Them have to put on back them funeral clothes and them black clothes and come back at the same church. Come show their final respects to Melissa and to come there and see on the front pew of the church, on the front row, the man who would be later arrested and charged for Melissa's demise. How? It is so appalling, to say the least. This woman raised her picnic properly. And she did everything right, you know. She started out her career and she did well. A mother could not have asked for a better child. Raising a child is hard work. Your love alone cannot do it. You have to have patience. You have to have resources. You have to have time. All of that. And when your picnic past the worst, and when you on your way out of this world, you know, you see them, the picnic where you raised and did so good with, them can at least have a little human compassion to be there with you. You know, as you age out, you're going out of this world. And this come happen to your picnic. No, man. And the very people them where you spend your career with, the very people them where you have made sacrifices for and assisted. When you hear them talk it all the while, say Leslene was a strong force behind the PNP's victory in 1972. And when you look and see the very people them where you rock with and you roll with, at the end of the day, they show such little regard for your little girl. Eh? They didn't show up at Melissa's funeral? Eh? I wonder to myself why PJ didn't go to the lady funeral. I see one video with him out there dancing. He never went to Melissa's funeral. And neither did the man who first announced Melissa's demise as natural cause, Mark Golding. And as the leader of the party, he has yet to expel this man from the party. And this is why a lot of people, them have no faith in mankind. I don't look at the world like that, because I do believe that most people in the world are good. But this is why a lot of people give up on mankind and them just go in at them shell. Because you could have pour out your heart to people and give people and help them. And at the end of the day, when it come time for them help you, and in this case, in the absence of Leslene, when it come time for them stand up for the woman daughter, them scatter, them disappear, and them take the side of the man who hurt this woman. Now you tell me if you can blame people when people does not bother with mankind again. Eh? Wanna tell me? This is not nice. Not nice. No time at all about this. Yes, the man is in the custody of police. I'm telling you, say, them a plan for do some illegal things to help him get bail. Him going back to court next month, April the 11th. And yeah, some people working on his behalf out there go from doctor to doctor. So underground, undercover doctor. Forget false medical report. Same sick and is lie. And that's time I have to come out here and talk, because they're wicked. So them want to come out from behind bars. That means that they still not no conscience, because when me do something wrong, if me do something wrong and me know something wrong, me have to take my consequence, Me don't want nobody beg for me. Me don't want nobody sorry for me. Me don't want nobody pity me. Because me grew up on the premise that you make your bed, you have to lay down in it. So when it comes down to accountability, I'm the first somebody I hold myself accountable. Nobody not hold me accountable. No tell you first I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Me not bigger than to say sorry. And me not bigger than to hold myself accountable. And sometimes that can be so hard as a human being, because sometimes you're the hardest person for yourself. One little mistake, as a perfectionist, sometimes I do some things and, me I say, boy, I shouldn't do that. And for days, me I hold myself accountable. Sometimes it can be hard, because sometimes it's not even that big of a deal, or, it's not to any great magnitude. But some people, them do certain things and them feel like, listen, I need to get out of this now. In this case. Good night, Sharon. Long time listener, but silent listener. Love your program. Very, very good work you're doing. God's blessing always. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you for joining. Electro, good evening. Say look like you really have to go step in for Liz. Yeah, me find out what Liz I deal with. She just sent me a message again, say she's still there at stadium. Liz is at Champs having the time of her life. But she check in with me every day. Yes. But guys, me I tell you no say, mankind we have to be very careful. I think they did not go because they knew something wasn't right. Maybe so, but them not have to go there go sit down on the same front row with the man. Them could have go there go sit down on the other side and say a word in support of Melissa. If anybody is supposed to stay away from the funeral of him, so then should I go? They should have go show them final respects. And the one them where them put on the program for help carry Melissa casket, them don't go and them should have go. Them should have go. If anybody should have felt uncomfortable in that church, it's those who kill Melissa and cover it up. And them should have feel uncomfortable in there. And them should have can't looking at nobody's face in there. You don't stay away because you feel like, him there or whatever. You go. You didn't do anything wrong, you go. They were at this woman's wedding, all of them. And them say, no. You see, when you go through certain trial and tribulation and tests in a life, you want to know who your real friends are? Make you go through something. Make your back turn. And you will know who your real friends are. Them left the woman out in the cold. How the heck a woman like this is gonna die and then don't go? And under the circumstances. That's why nobody not talk, because when the people them look and see say, not even the PNP showed up at this woman's funeral. No wonder everybody's afraid to talk and nobody no want to talk. Well, we over here so afraid to talk. And we not talk. Wickedness must stop. And especially those who, Jamaican people hold to high esteem, expecting them to do what is right. How the hell did it reach to this? And the cover up are the worst part like that. They can lie to the people. Deny our justice. No wonder they couldn't show up. Because they tried to deny the woman justice and come talk about dead in a sleep and aneurysm and them sitting there. So when the real true thing come out now, say about it. And that's why they couldn't go. And because they don't want to go, they go see the man. The reason why they couldn't go is because them come use their mouth and lie to the nation. And when the man call them, they know what they made do. Because they say election a come and they don't want this pan their hand and them something there. Where him get tears for ball. And so comes people wicked, when them ball and they me say me never see nothing like this yet. Me never see it yet. You say if I did all me now, and make we say a mistake. Make we say one terrible, terrible mistake and sit like that go happen. You know me then do? At them time me da go to doctor. That is the time when I would have go to doctor and say, doctor, may I beg you please give me one medical excuse. Me need a week, me can't go. Me pressure high, me can't go. Me sugar low, me can't go. Me a wear diaper, me pampers, me can't go. Everything wrong, you can't go. Me would go. As God Almighty up at heaven I could go. And I don't care what nobody want to say. How people do that? Me can't explain it. I one thing me know them are not human being, them are subhuman. Camille, I agree with that. That's why the prosecutors have to come good and prove beyond any shadow of a doubt that he murdered his wife. Because if they don't, this man will go free because of him heavy links. Yes, it's true. And this is why we can't stop talk out and fearless too. Because it's film weapon kill a woman. Right? And you see everything what them do leading up to the autopsy. Everything what them do is lie story now walk straight. That means that them have something to cover. Them can't tell me, say, or no sensible somebody say, for 6 weeks, them never know say Melissa get shot. A lie them a tell. Lie. Them a use them links to political party, and that then do, to contact the Melissa. Dead in her sleep, dead from aneurysm, dead from natural cause. Nobody know about the woman and no sickness. Everybody did a wonder to themselves, but true, nobody no want come accuse nobody. Eh? But nonetheless, when we hear the pathologists them talk and say a gunshot, nobody never expect that. Nobody never expect that. Them wicked man. Them not deny nothing, you know. Remember that, you know? Them don't deny nothing. Them don't deny nothing. Them don't come out, come send thanks to everybody who, show condolence. Even the same opposition leader come out, come say condolence. Condolence to the man. Eh? Sin can go, sir? Caught between the budget and my favorite YouTube. Electoral budget still a go on? Boy, I did start listen to it, but me come off here, man. Me couldn't stay upon it. We don't want another cartel case. Send this waste man back to England, make we deal with him. Yes. For true, man. That's why I say you say the judge and everybody cross them T and that then I. I hope they learn from the cartel case. Cross them T and that then I. I know that's a lot of people are educated on certain aspects of the legal system, having watched this whole thing play out. If any technicality, we will see it. And if this makes it to trial, it should be open court. Yes, Sonia, they clean up on everything. And the police, them talk with conviction, say them have two somebody where they might investigate. If I ever tell you no, who I go around the place, I try to get doctor's note for him, no frightened. And that's why I tell the police, them say Fitz Bailey, say, when I send this, go get Fitz Bailey or call him over here, so. Fitz Bailey need to hurry up and go lock up the two people them and charge them. Because they're still going around trying to commit crime. Them still going around trying to deceive and trying to obtain illegal doctor's note, lie about the man sick. If the man sick, can the man go public? He can't go public because you're not supposed to deny people in custody. You cannot deny people in custody medical care because it's inhumane. It's against people human rights. Making Galang a public and make them go examine him there, so. Nobody wanna see him, not wanna see him as a patient. Not supposed to write no damn note give him. We're not too bandolo and lie and wicked. Melissa never deserved this. Total cover up and it backfire, right? This so SMK. And it come out in the light and them shame, but them not have no shame. Because them still going around campaigning like nothing happened. You understand? And when time people ask them about it, oh, we cannot talk about it. And I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong that people are trying to connect us to the Silvera. Then where the whole want to go up on the murder scene for? Where the whole want when the man, you think so nobody can come call me out of my house? Eh? Come call me out of my house and tell me about say, somebody dead me for come. And you must say mad. Oh, me no idiot. You can't come call me out of my house for come a your yard because somebody dead. And also, people not do them sitting there. First of all, when somebody dead so sudden, you're in a state of shock and dismay. You have to figure out your head from your tail. You don't have time for your congregate and keep no 9 night and that then do. That's why I say them sacrifice Melissa. Because who lose somebody? And if not even 24 hours, the woman body didn't even cool good yet. And I'm fish and bread woman yard. Eh? Them can't trick me. Them cannot trick me. One of them reach at the woman yard. And your man a drink. I keep dead yard. And poor Melissa. She probably suffered so bad before she took her last breath. Because they left her there. They didn't try to seek medical attention for her. They did not take her to the hospital or call 119. Them left her there and make her little boy go find her. Uno no see them people are psychopath. Uno no see them people are not belonging in a government. Uno no see them people are some scavenger. When I did a study, I did an independent research study on the topic of psychopathy. And I was quite surprised at the time to learn that people with these psychopathological disorders, they often find themselves in positions of control. They like to be in control because they cannot abide by rules and follow procedures. So they find themselves attached to politics. They will go into the church where they can control people. And they go into positions of power. And all they ever do is leave damage in their wake. They damage people, hurt people, destroy people, mash up organizations. There's no peace where they are or where they dwell. Be a destruction and murder and blood. And that's why they have to go down. This is why God make Bunting get defeated so badly. Him go through all kind of depression, all kind of mental problem. Because he can't believe what happened to him after him do so much wickedness. Them are wicked people. Me nah stop talking. And I'm telling you something. Me hear some people are come talk about say Melissa and politicizing. What the hell is that to do with politicizing? This not nothing to do with politicizing. This not have nothing to do with politicizing. Then kill a woman and cover it up. That me say. Now you can't call my name, Only thing you can do attack and throw nobody else. You don't know my mouth in Giant Church, I'm going to bring down the whole of the generation and a response, because you know, not a secret for me. When the leader of the opposition cannot expel this man from the party, why is it not political? When he's still a member of the party and still a chairman, why isn't it political? Who is making it political? Him can't expel him. Andrew Wallace expelled George Wright when George Wright licked the woman to the stool. Go for kill the woman. Andrew Wallace could have taken a stance. And him general secretary and chairman and whoever expelled George Wright. I told them, Mr. George Wright, in the parliament still sit down by himself. Today, I'm expelled from the Jamaica Labour Party for what he do. And that you know if you do and beat Andrew, you can't talk about politicize. When time they murder Melissa, how would they up on her crime scene? I be a politician, I'm a former politician. And them find themselves at the woman murder scene. So, what not come talk about? It is political, yes. But nobody over here or upon social media not make it political. And them make it political. When him kill the people, them dog, and them something there, why they never run him away? And I know, so them something, there are signs of people where have some psychopathy wrong with them. Them kind of antisocial behavior there. And thank God only one term him do before the people them vote him out and realize say something wrong here. Fundamentally. And anywhere him can find a safe haven. Right now him have a safe haven with the leader of the opposition who cannot expel him. Like how they expel George Wright. And them bestie, see him there at them launch. Oh, not try so almost separate it. It can't separate. It twinning. It twinning. It cannot separate. Because if them did take a stand and expel him, maybe more people would have shown some more compassion for Melissa publicly. Maybe PJ would have gone Melissa funeral. Maybe them could have comfortably go to Melissa funeral. Who made it political? The leader of the opposition first come announce that the woman dead from natural cause. So who make it political? Who for Silvera'S call? We don't really respond, you know. We don't just talk it as it is. So who want take it as our feel say political, we don't care. If everybody else stop talk about it over here, so we not gonna stop talk about it. And members say we not have to talk about this. Forget listenership. We don't. Because we not come out here and talk no foolishness, no time at all. And that's why people are magnetic to the things that we say. And any matter. Over here, the name Jamaica Politics Uncovered. And we're uncovering the wickedness what them did to Melissa. When nobody else were willing to. But over here, so we're consistent. We're not flipper-flapper over here, so. We're not flipper-flapper over here, so. And if we are the last girl standing, if you say justice to Melissa, that will go on. For everybody who just coming on the live, me I will play the video here, so. This was Melissa's last birthday party for her mother, where they were both in attendance. This was last year. Her mother was ill, terminally. And Melissa threw a birthday party and got all her family and friends together to spend Leslene's last birthday with her. Have a listen.
I don't think he's gonna eat it.
God now gonna make Melissa not get justice, you know. Me just tell you, you know. You see the God what me serve and the God where me trust, it now go so. Me not have no doubt about it, and me not have no worry neither. Me not no worry. But anytime I see them come with them look a bandolo style, me I go come out here Kentucky. Just like how them a run up and down now, I try get some underground doctor for write some fraudulent note for talk about sickness for get deal. We have to talk everything. I remember say, any move them make the people in can tell we. A justice for Melissa we are deal with. No hanky panky, no bam bam. Them people are too out of order. Them feel like say them can come do people anything. What make they never stay over UK and do this? What make they never do this to one British woman? They will never see back the light of day. And that's why I say the government of Jamaica, everybody, them need to start tighten up on the way they do things. Because whole heap of people feel like say they can come to Jamaica, can get away with anything. They must stop it. If them did they in the country where them born and do this to a woman, me not ask you no. Within 24 hours, Scotland Yard hold them. And then on a status over there, Sophia come boast from people and go on like say them can. You think say them could have connect themselves to no political party over UK and do this? Eh? One thing with me now. Me no sell out. I don't grow up to be no sell out. And I could have never see an Englishman come to Jamaica, come unalive Melissa. And me turn up with them. They're crazy. Them not gonna prevail though. Oh, me see God fling down bunting. After hundreds of millions of dollars, after the amount of people where him hurt. Oh, me see God fling him down. Oh, me see God fling down all Dayton Campbell. Me no care. At the truth. Them and they look a wicked evil cult. Eh? Everywhere you see them go. I have been looking through pictures and videos. Because some do my local investigation. I have been looking through pictures and videos of this Rise United movement camp. A rumpus, me call them, Rise United movement party. Them a rumpus, that's why they 8 months so. Me I look through every video, every picture, to see if me see Melissa with them. She was not a part of them. She was not with them. She did not approve of them. You don't see Melissa nowhere in a Rise United clothes. And him alone. She's smart, Me no see her now in a Rise United uniform. She never in a them cult. Yeah, man. Then cool and calculus. And calculated too. They sacrifice the woman. Bad mind, grudgeful. All right. Going on one. And they sacrifice the woman and decide her time expire. A time for take her out now. The same damage that them do to the other rest of people in the party. Melissa suffered the same fate. You cannot underestimate these people. They have no boundary. They have no boundary. And because I'm my little smarts when me have, me not the smartest woman in the world, But nobody can trick me. From me see people behavior, me see people style, me know what them capable of, and me know enough people them here. Them people here will do this to Melissa. Me did see enough of them long time, 3 years ago, when me could have come out and come talk, say people wanna be careful. And me put the name Mr. Johnny upon them. Till some of them vex. Them say she have an agenda. Because true me is a women's advocate long time. And they say agenda and agenda. And me I say no, it's no agenda. When I see misogynists, I know them. By their deeds, I knew them. And when I see them do, them have no boundary. And the way that they go after women, no doubt in my mind that if a woman leave herself too careless around them, and if a woman not have her eyes them open and alert, and know say, when you're there around them, you have to be very careful. Each and every one of them. You have to be very careful. You cannot lock your eye upon them or think say, you underestimate and they won't do certain things. I know. And that's why I've been warning. Say, be careful of these people. And that's why when I say Lisa and I take out herself from there, a lot of people were disappointed. I was one of them who felt no way about it. Because I know that the women in their wake are either going to be left psychologically damaged or end up in a body bag. See it here? And that's why the rest of them can't come talk. None of them can't talk, and none of them can't talk in my face neither. All I would have thought, oh, misogyny and misogyny and this misogyny. It wasn't just misogyny. It turned out to be something much more worse, but it was driven by their misogynistic tendencies. So it wasn't just rabble rousing. Every woman careful of them. No woman now gravitate to them. After them see them come see them something, yeah? They're going to blame Melissa for her own death. Don't be surprised if they are shopping for a doctor who will say he snapped. Sonia, last week I come out here and come say the people them I go around the place. No hear me no. Because him they behind bars. But the same set of people them who help him and help him cover this thing here. Them they on the road and them a go around the place and look for the underground corrupt doctors them in a Jamaica. Forget some bandolo medical pass. The same sick. So the part where you say now say them a go do psych eval. You basically say them a go do psych eval for same snap. That not go surprise we. Because we know what is the penalty for homicide. So cartel at 35 years then game. I don't know if cartel is depend on weapons charges. So between where them do Melissa and the cover up and the weapons charges, them a look on about 50 years or more. Remember say Andrew them going to parliament where they go propose an increase in time for capital homicide. And the one them in the opposition, them say no, they oppose it. So in a little bit of time, them a look on. So yes, absolutely. If you go get a psych evaluation and say, boy, this is that happened at the time and me did junk and, me never in my right frame of mind and me never take my medicine now. One heap of shit. Them have to go find some defense come with or them have to go just take a plea and know say that is the best, that is as good as it's gonna get. Yes. It's gonna be hard because I can tell you this right now. Let me tell you where it go. You see one time people you see one time people are use a defense of mental illness. I don't know if it's states or Jamaica. But I know some most places and in America, if you're gonna use mental illness as a defense, even if you have a legitimate diagnosis of a clinical mental disorder, you have to prove that in that moment, in that very moment when you did what you did, you were ill. You can't just come tell the people to say, you know me the diagnose. No, and I say it go. I have seen people with legitimate multiple mental disorder problem and them do something and them put them on them lock them up, put them on medication, to get them well enough so that they can stand trial. I know a girl who had a baby. She had a baby behind bars because they were holding her, medicating her because she had a diagnosis, a diagnosis of several mental illnesses. And they kept her there to make sure that she was religiously taking her medication to get well, to get better, to stand trial. Because a lot of times people say because of their mental status, they cannot stand trial. So them better know what them a do. And that me know. And right now, me just a wait for Fitzbailey, for come talk about the others of people them. We help put down Melissa. These people are barbaric. Them are some barbarians. Worst kinds. So guys, I just wanted to reflect and share with you Melissa and her mother's final moments together. A subscriber, somebody close to Melissa sent this to me. I appreciate it. And I said I'm going to share it with you guys today. Today is Leslene's birthday, guys. Today is Leslene's birthday. Very sad. But in a way, it's good she's not here to see this tragedy. How would she have survived this tragedy? Our one child, But when we see these things, guys, we just have to learn from them and be careful. That's all I can say. Just keep our eyes open and make sure, say, when we put ourselves in the company of other people, whether romantically or just casually, we have to be careful. That's the lesson we must take away from this. So rest in peace to both women. Melissa, I don't expect her to rest in peace until she gets justice, and that's okay. I am going to start the second part of the broadcast tonight. Like I told you guys initially, we're going to do 2 broadcasts tonight. I didn't want to mix up the other one with this. So I am going to end this one now. And I'm going to ask you guys to come over on the other broadcast and join us. We're going to talk about the continuous issue that's happening in the parliament in Jamaica. Thank you for joining, guys. See you on the other side.